Several days later.
Serenoa, do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Esfrost.
Oh, right! Yeah! 'Cause it was a political marriage to, like, to unite the kingdoms. And now there's, like, no reason to actually do that for the original stated political purposes? So she's gonna be like, yeah, you don't have to do it, it's fine. And then we're gonna be like, yeah, but what if we still do it, though? You're alright. Oh, the implication was absolutely to barricade him inside the house and burn it down with him inside it. Yes, absolutely.
Is there any meaning to our union? My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolffort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home.
That's life.
Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
So do you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolffort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once.
Read the mood, Gila.
You said we received a delivery from Minister Sorsley.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzant's standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am. Agreed.
Dio.
Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But
Dio.
this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
What's up, girl?
A missive from Minister Sorsley has arrived.
Oh, okay. Here's the
He
conditions.
wastes no time. What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Stop fading out before you give information! Just tell me what the thing is! Damn it! Oh boy. Oh boy, it's... You need to hush or I'm gonna shut these windows. Stop. It is time for choices.
Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Aesfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He must be an
Oh!
accomplice to his illegal dealings.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolffort to do such a filthy job.
Yeah, we're not doing
No
it.
way we'd agree to that.
We're not doing it.
But consider this.
No.
Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
There's only one
Are
thing
you
we
suggesting
consider
we're
around
going to
here, and
Isaac?
that's Hamburger.
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorcelet is one of Hyzan's saintly 7. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorcelet's support and Hyzan's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Aesfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorcelet's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice.
Bring out the scales of game mechanic!
Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
Yeah, this is the real problem, Nova. It's not that it would necessarily be, like, the worst thing in the world to, It's not that it would necessarily be the worst thing in the world to, you know, get in with a source of resources. Or to help, like, just once. Like, I can see the, you know, the utilitarian benefit of it. However, what we're agreeing to is not a partnership. It is control. Once we do this, he has someone to pin it on once things go belly up for him. And it puts us in a vulnerable position. There's no way. Decision now for us now will greatly sway the course of our future. I must be firm in my convictions. And it's 3-3-1. And Anna's undecided again.
Serenoa.
I have nothing to prove Minister Sorcelet's dealings illegal, nor would I want to put our relationship with the Holy State at stake. Right now, we need allies more than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Minister Sorcelet's bidding. The thing is, we don't currently have proof of the illicit dealings, but it wouldn't be hard for them to do an investigation if we give them reasonable doubt. It's no easy feat ferrying all of Mrs. Sorcelet's provisions. Just goes to show how deep the pockets of the Saintly Seven are. Never thought their generosity would extend beyond Hyzant, though. To say I'm impressed would be an understatement. They're highly revered in the Holy State. Claims of any illicit dealings would no doubt be met with skepticism. I'm happy the provisions Minister Sorcelet sent are being met with joy by the people. Is there anything you would like me to relay to him in return? You can relay these nuts. Got him! Going to Hyzant to report this illegal trade would be an acknowledgement of the legitimacy of Hyzant's rule about salt. Counterpoint. Much like an embassy, all we are doing is acknowledging the legitimacy of Hyzant's rules about salt within Hyzant. Doesn't necessarily mean that we condone those rules, but we know that they're important within that nation. And we're just letting them know because we don't want to be played as pawns in a scheme that potentially gets us in trouble with their rules about salt. Because we need them as an ally, even though I want nothing more than to burn them all at the stake. Did not think it possible to amass such riches under Hyzant's system of equality. I do hope Minister Sorcery is not giving more than he can afford. Ooh, that's tricky. I like that. I like that, actually. Because that's their whole thing, right? We have true equality. Everybody is the same. We all have, like, this big, you know, auto-theocratic communism. So, why do you have, like, an ultra-rich class? I thought your whole thing is you're not supposed to have that. Well, I'm probably going to go with that. Thanks to him, we can rebuild our town. Please tell him that we're not... fuck that. Before that, there is something I would know. What do you think of Minister Sorcery as his vassal? Now, burn him. Drag him. Drag him. You needn't worry about that. We may live in a wasteland, but the goddess makes sure we want... yeah, whatever. His provisions shan't make a dent in Minister Sorcery's coffers. So the goddess showers more blessings upon Minister Sorcery than most. No, it's even and fair. But Minister Sorcery is a generous man who shares the blessings he receives even with those from other nations. Bestowing her bounty onto unbelievers is unprecedented, but this is a special circumstance. I pray you understand that. A warning. Perhaps Minister Sorcery is not so generous as others make him out to be. I owe you a debt of gratitude for these provisions. Look like I'll be able to push on a little longer. One of the soldiers told me you're the reason we have food now. Thanks. Damn, they're really laying it on thick, aren't they? Because if the soldiers come to town with food and they say, hey, yo, there's a, like, we brought food and supplies so you all can survive. And it's all because of your gracious lord. If we then snub our noses at it and those supplies dry up, it's also our fault. And that's the real play. Damn it, I like this game. A lot. What do you got? Oh, you got upgrade materials, and I have money. Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Maybe give me these two. I've got a little more cash, and we need upgrades. Since there's a reasonable chance I'll My convictions have been strengthened. What? Like... because of a shopping spree? Does Serenoa think he's a capitalist now? Yeah, they have done a really, really good job of really driving home how dire this situation is. Like, it doesn't feel... A lot of games try to set the scene of like, oh, this is a dangerous situation, one false step and we're all dead. And it's like, yeah, whatever, just let me into the battle. It's fine. Like, we'll be fine. It's not a big deal. Like, they try to build up the... they try to build up the tension, and it just doesn't land, because you're like, yeah, I know I can take him. It's fine. This makes you think about more than just, like, can you win the next battle? You're also thinking about people's livelihoods, people's lives, and also just the morality of the situations you're faced with. Like... there is more at stake than, like, what's the most advantageous position for you in terms of gameplay. And it really does feel like one false move and it all falls apart. Yep, Mom says, thanks to you, we can eat again. Like, I didn't realize we had no food. May be able to procure goods and reopen my shop sooner than I thought. Sir Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of... Have you ever seen them in the room at the same time? Yeah. Like, it doesn't feel like we're just riding plot armor along. It feels like we are making smart decisions and navigating the geopolitical landscape to, like, scrape by another day. The timing is too convenient. I can't help feel like there's something else going on here. Shut up! Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting because you like... the soldier figured it out and you're not even gonna try to cover it up. You're just like, dude, shh. Bro, shut the fuck up. This is proof of his resolve, one which I will support with all my might. We're gonna play the pronoun game with him. Understood, sir. He is doing this for the sake of Wolffort and Glenbrook both, then. I admire his resolve and will continue to serve as dutifully as always. All the other soldiers feel the same. You needn't worry about a thing. Thank you. That helps. That's a fun interaction. I like that. Yeah, it's an interesting take on a moral choice system. Because it's a lot more complex than, like, do you want to do the nice thing or the evil thing? Blue choice or red choice? these are very different, like, these are very different approaches where it's like, do you want to do the thing that's, you know, that feels better but probably puts more people at risk? Or do you want to do the thing that, you know, forces you to sort of kowtow your pride, but is probably the most, like, utilitarian? I'm as grateful as anyone for Hyzant's provisions, but I can't imagine anyone giving up so much without expecting anything in return. You right. Evan! Hello, friend! How are you, and thanks for the resub? It's kind of impressive that everyone in the realm still loves and respects me as Lord, even though, like, every 3 days I raid all of their houses for supplies. Like, some lords would just ask for taxes, but, like, I run in and raid everyone's jewelry box every other day. Also, what is a red anklet? God, she's so cute. I hate that I'll never use her. Like, all of her things! Increase the effective health recovery items. Use 2 items in quick succession. Increase targetable range by 3 when using an item. Like... And then she has a knife. Which... Sure, that works. Like, poison pellet sounds nice. I can start using Narv again. Increases strength and magic attack for 3 turns when you defeat it. Hell yes! Absolutely! We're gonna get in and upgrade that bow here in a minute, too. I'm excited about that. Is it just me, or did I learn nothing from anybody? There's usually like one person or one house that I miss, but it doesn't seem like I have any new information this time. You guys are idiots. All right, well. I guess we've learned all we can. Alright, Sorceley's a piece of shit, so we're gonna turn him in.
Serenoa.
Deal with it. We gotta make for Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments. I loathe the mere thought of being party to these crimes, but spouting off baseless accusations will avail us nothing. Whatever that is locked. House End aims to make us their pawn. If we give them an inch, they are apt to take a mile. I know that, I do, but our options are less than few. If only we had proof. You look as though you have more to say. As your vassal, I cannot let you be an accomplice to these wrongdoings in all good conscience. If we go to Hyzant, we may be able to negotiate ourselves aid from the other saints. Plausible. Though again, not without cause. Salt is the financial foundation of the Holy State. If we expose Minister Sorceless's crimes, we can easily gain the Holy One's trust. Let's try that.
A fair point.
You refuse to give up hope, even though we haven't a shred of evidence in our hands. But you're right, such fraudulent dealings in salt would prove to be a grave problem in Hyzant. Perhaps we should appeal to the Hierophant rather than House End. Bringing Minister Sorceless's crimes to light won't be easy, nor is it without danger. Even so, it is a path worth considering. Alright, he's in. What are you thinking?
What do you need?
Saintly Seven have tremendous power in Hyzant, and Minister Sorcery is no exception. Reporting his crimes comes with no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. We're doing it, though! It's a difficult decision, but I think it's in our best interest to take the salt to Esfrost. Esfrost is our enemy, and I doubt we would be welcomed with open arms. Not to mention we have no clue as to who our recipient might be. That's an excellent point. Production and management of salt is the foundation of Hyzant. I doubt they would let us off with a mere warning were our crimes to be discovered. Also true. That's illegal! Justice, though. Yeah, that's not helpful, actually. These are both excellent points. This is the bigger issue.
Uh-huh.
As someone who once lived in the Holy State, I can say for certain your fears are not unfounded. Those who rebel against the goddess's teachings are punished equally. Are they? Those who rebel against the goddess's teachings are punished equally, except for the ones who are, you know, considered subhuman. Those ones get it worse. There's no room left for reasons or negotiation. We had best steer clear of anything even remotely resembling a crime if we value our lives. Gila, you know more about the Holy State than the rest of us. I would speak to you on the matter a little longer if you don't mind. But of course, why are you so determined to expose Minister Sorceless's crimes? All evil deeds come to light in time. Get the fuck out with that. House Wolffort does not tolerate injustice. I would protect the integrity of it. Again, not helpful. Minister Exham, I remember. It's been months, but I remember. Stands opposed to Minister Sorceless. He would no doubt help us if we...
Yes, I see.
If Minister Exham's support, our chances of success would improve drastically. It would regrettably drag us into Hyzant's political strife, but we should be able to use that opposition to our advantage. There is still time until voting commences. Until then, I hope you will reconsider where your token will fall. Pragmatism for the win. Like, yes! This goes back to what, who said it? Was it Ellipsis? Yes. Ellipsis mentioned that, like, going to Hyzant to report the illegal trade of salt just like underpins our recognition of the legitimacy of their ridiculous monopolistic rules about the distribution of salt. So going into this whole like, well, this is illegal and wrong. Yeah, by their standards, which are also kind of fucked up. Legality and morality are not the same thing. As Prince Roland said, we should take the salt to Esfrost. Well, we changed his mind, so... Accusing Minister Sorceley without evidence would do us no good. Nah. Why are you opposed to going to Esfrost? Well, for starters, they want to kill us. Roland's death has just been announced. Going to Esfrost now would put him in an unnecessary danger. If we have no evidence, we need only find it. We should not let a lack of proof spur us into compliance. I mean, I'm all for investigating and finding proof, but this sounds suspiciously like the shit that people said in December of 2020. Oh no, but it is actual literal salt. Yeah, it's not magical salt. It's just salt. Like, as a resource. The whole Three Kingdoms thing that, the whole Three Kingdoms thing we have set up is basically like you have three opposed kingdoms who basically have monopolistic control of a singular resource. For Hyzant, it's salt. For Esfrost, it's iron. And I think for Glenbrook, it's like water. Like they control the rivers and the trade and everything. And the previous wars have been fought over control of those resources. And the peace that we had until like a few weeks ago has all been like, okay, I guess we can just trade our stuff instead of trying to kill each other for control. I'm gonna pick this option in like under protest. Of course, I wouldn't want to be an accomplice if we didn't have to, but I doubt it would be so easy to find evidence on someone like Mr. Sorceley. Even the cargo we were given was sent via completely legal means. Unless you have a lead, I don't think finding proof to be a viable option. Yeah, but... Any wrongdoings will stain the Wolffort and Glenbrook family name forever, and I would rather not sully our honor if I could avoid it. I think this actually would work on Hugh. Like, Huette is a former Kingsguard, so she has a strong sense of honor. This might be the appeal she needs to hear. I feel the same. My head understands our predicament, and yet my heart aches at the disgrace.
In which case?
Even so, we need power and a plan if we are to defend our honor. Unfortunately, words avail us little now. I haven't made up my mind just yet, but I'm glad we were able to talk. Alright, she's thinking about it.
Lord Serenoa.
Yeah, it really is. The world building has been fantastic. And it's usually not something that I get super into, but like this is one of those situations where like I legitimately care like who the characters are, what position they have in each kingdom, what their motivations are, what position they have, like what their secondary motivations and ulterior motives are. Like, I want all of that. I do have some supplementary materials that I should read up on. Maybe next time I stream this, we'll do like a lore stream. Transporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorsley's. Poor options both. Wish we had the option of taking neither. That's interesting. She's undecided, but she's definitely leaning in a direction. Like she won't be swayed into transporting easily, but she'll be more easily swayed in this direction. You believe it better to venture to Hyzant and disclose Minister Sorsley's wrongdoings. Might I ask why? Aspharos is enemy territory and is such a greater danger to us. I would rather not put Roland at risk if I could avoid it. Indeed, one wrong move and faking His Highness's death will have been for naught.
Even so...
Princess Cordelia's engagement has their attention fixed on the Crown City. I would think there would be no better time to visit the duchy. Yeah, but Hyzant, though! Alright, let's vote. I got at least a couple of you. Well, one interesting thing that happened earlier, Nova, is that there was a... one of the major plot points is that Glenbrook and Esfrost, two of the kingdoms, were set to open a joint mining venture in what was presumably intended to be, like, I believe it was an iron mine. And it's basically like, you know, it's kind of like on the border between the kingdoms, so they're doing it as like a show of good faith, and they're working on it together, and the spoils will help everyone in the kingdom. And then they broke down a wall in that mine and found something that changed the game, and we don't know what it is, but I assume it's a salt deposit. And if there is a salt deposit in an iron mine on a river, that's significant and changes the landscape a lot. But the person who was going to try to take all that for himself got murked immediately, and then that got blamed on us. Thus, war.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorslay's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path?
Literally anything but that.
Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
All right. Cannot stoop to supporting such wrongdoings. All right, we win. Once again, we convince the first person, and all the rest of the votes don't matter because I know where they land.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree.
Oh, cool. I feel like she's not...
I have faith in you.
Oh, okay. Sick, we're unanimous. All right, well, if this shit goes belly up, it's everybody's fault.
Illuminate the path we've chosen.
I'm just saying. The salt is on everyone's hands now. Yeah, they literally cannot tolerate the existence of a convenient source of salt that isn't them. Because they have an entire they have an entire theocratic system in their nation that is built on the tenet of they have control of the salt because Goddess says so. It is their divine right to control all of the salt. And so any salt that is found outside of their borders would be literally like heretical.
The way forward is decided. We march to Hyzant and expose the minister's illicit dealings.
I don't know if we get a bonus for going unanimous. I don't know if it really matters that much.
We shall head to Hyzant.
I feel like 7-0 and 4-3 give us basically the same
Now that
thing.
we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm pretty much done for today. I'm going to save the game. We're going to see what the name of the next chapter is. Go through whatever opening cutscene we have in store. And,
in exchange for his aid, Sorcelet orders House Wolffort to transport his illicit salt.
And we're gonna stab him in the back.
Serenoa, however, intends to bring word of the minister's crimes to the holy state of Hyzant. In order to succeed, he must delve deep into the nation's internal affairs while avoiding Sorcelet's notice.
Sounds like a job for Anna, who, capabilities aside...
So you've decided to accept my proposal. A wise decision, Lord Serenoa.
Oh yeah, that's what we're telling him,
As
isn't
you
it?
have requested, none shall know of the salt's
But you are still too young for true wisdom, it seems.
He means, let us not speak of the obvious, my lord. It's prudent to speak as little as possible to prevent any unnecessary complications. One never knows who might be listening.
Fortune favored you with a capable retainer.
I beg your pardon, Minister, but I must entreat you to recall the aid you offered in exchange for ours.
I give you my word it shall be done. Booker, I'll leave the rest of the arrangements to you.
Oh, wow!
Yes, Minister. If you all will follow me into the antechamber, we may discuss the details further.
Oh, we're gonna shake him down for more stuff and then turn him in? Ooh, that's dirty. Oh, that is dirty. I like it. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that?